10 seconds. You'll be live.
Oh boy. Hold on.
Wait just a minute, y'all.
We haven't gavelled in yet. We're fixing a little bit of a technical issue.
And it started.
You got it? You got it, Kathy?
No,
Nope,
not yet.
We're just working on a technical issue. We have not gavelled in yet.
But you know, you're right. It ought to be that.
It's that. There you go.
There
go.
it is.
All right, no more. Don't touch any more buttons.
I'm not touching any more buttons.
We need you to lower the volume maybe by one
I
touch.
just lowered it. She keeps
Thank you, sir.
turning it up. We're gonna have to tie
I
her
didn't
fingers.
do. I'll mute it if you want me to. Do I
You
need to
ready?
mute it?
No, we're good.
We're good.
Okay.
It's recording. I'm just.
Okay. Can you hear me? Okay, I'm calling the April 30th special meeting to order. And we're going to start with the agenda. Since we're video recording this meeting, we need to have a roll call to make sure everybody is present. So would you just start with Kelly and call your name out, please? Unmute yourself.
Present. This is Kelly Bush.
Okay, next.
Kathy Condon, I'm here.
Next.
Bill Danielson, I'm here.
Eric
Next.
Sickinger, I'm here.
And of course, Mayor Barry Walker. First order of business is approval of resolution 20-04, allowing restaurants within the town of Irmo to open with limited service outside dining areas only in accordance with the CDC and South Carolina DHEC directives for social distancing. Do I hear a motion for approval?
So moved.
Okay, Ms.
I'll
Condon,
second it.
motion. Who seconded that? Kelly?
Kelly.
Okay, Mr. Bush seconded. And Ms. Condon, you have discussion?
I need you to explain. Oh, I'm hearing the echo. Is this for a limited time, like this weekend, or is this from now on?
Mine's off.
Your volume?
My volume's almost off. I'm at 5%.
Okay.
Mine's down wherever Kelly put it. Mr. Mayor, is that from now on or? a
Mine,
limited-
it's from now on is my impression.
Okay, so they can go not just Friday and Saturday, but all next week, right?
Correct.
All right,
Is that
it's
it?
fine with me. I
Mr.
feel for them. I know they need to get back to business and I'm ready for them to.
Okay, Mr. Bush.
I've polled several constituents. I spoke with the police chief and I'm in favor.
Mute the volume, Kathy. There you go. Thank you. Go ahead, Kelly.
I'm in favor.
Okay. Is that it?
That's all I got.
All right, Mr. Sickinger.
I've received direct communication from one constituent who sent an email to me saying, please do not open before the governor says it's okay. I polled our town attorney who said that we cannot go against the governor's order. And I have real concerns against contravening a governor's order simply because we want to open up businesses. That has nothing to do with my desire to get businesses open. If the governor said it's up to each town, heck yeah, I'd be voting yes. But that's not what he said. The governor's order right as it stands today is restaurants can serve for takeout only. And I think that if we vote yes on this, we're setting a really dangerous precedent that anytime we don't like something the governor does, we can simply as a town override it. I like the idea, I like the intent. Don't get me wrong. I've run a small business. I know what it's like to look at your bank account as expenses continue to pile up and you don't have any revenue coming in. I just don't see a way around going against the town attorney's legal opinion and against the governor's orders.
Wow, that's from our liberal.
Is that it, Mr. Signature? All right, Mr. Danielson. Take your mute off.
Well, the attorney opinion doesn't surprise me. I didn't need to get that. I already knew what it was. Still does not hold me back in favor of doing what we need to do for our constituents here in Irmo. So I'm in favor.
Okay, and Mr. Signature, I appreciate your comments, and I appreciate the fact that you asked the attorney for an opinion, or town attorney for an opinion. But again, like we talked about yesterday, we're not going against the governor's mandates. The people that are running businesses, bars and restaurants in particular, they cannot serve their people inside their restaurants. They can only serve them outside their businesses on their terraces, verandas, or whatever. We're not going against the governor. We're simply saying that it's time to show some relief for our particular restaurants. We're going to the restaurants and saying to them, the governor has intimated that on Monday, the 4th, they're gonna sign a directive allowing us to serve people outside on a limited basis. We're saying we need that relief now. And the reason why we need it now is because unlike other municipalities, the town of Irmo lives off of business license and fees. We do not have water and sewer. We do not have a millage rate. And the only way that this town runs efficiently as it does is because the businesses are successful, they pay in the business license, and they're doing everything they can do to make their life a success, and they pay everything they can do to make as much revenue as they can so they can have a living and pay into the town tax base. By us doing this today, we are maybe jumping the gun, but I'm willing to go on that record and say that I'm willing to jump the gun for our citizens in our town in Irmo. And that's why I'm ready to vote. Is there any other comments? Anybody wants to say anything else? Ms. Condon?
I would agree with Mr. Sickinger if the mayor hadn't talked to the governor Monday. Wasn't it Monday?
Yeah.
What day did you talk to him?
I believe it was Monday. It was.
I think it was. And I'm friends on Facebook with somebody on his staff, and I made a comment Tuesday. I appreciate the governor talking to our mayor yesterday, and the response I got was the mayor was delighted to hear from us. So
The governor was
The governor, yeah.
yeah, the governor. If you hadn't talked to him, I would agree with Eric. But with his blessing, I think he wants to see how we'll do, I believe.
Again, we're not going against the governor's mandate. We're just simply doing what we need to do for our businesses in our town.
No, like I understand that. And again, I want to be really clear that this is not a opinion of mine about whether our business, whether restaurants should be able to have outdoor seating for dine out outside. That's not, or has nothing to do with my feelings on the virus, right? Which has gotten highly politicized, or any of those kinds of things that people try to rile people up into. That's not what this is about. This is about the interpretation of the governor's mandate. And just to be clear, before we vote, and has nothing to do with concern for our town businesses. I mean, I was the only person to raise the concern about not having, about what this is going to do to our businesses in our budget meeting. to say what happens if we have 30% decrease in revenues because our businesses are not going to be able to live. Off the record, I've had conversations with council people. I think I went back and forth on my vote on this probably 3 or 4 different times in the last 24 hours. It's not something I take lightly, and it's not something that I want to say all of this before we vote because it's going to be my last chance to say it on the record. I guess that's it.
All right. Mr. Bush,
I'm comfortable. I hear what Eric's saying. So I've been on the fence. I started out on the fence and waffled back and forth a few times, but after hearing from some folks and understanding that one of the principles of living in America is people can make choices, and right now we don't have a choice. The report I read today shows that the governor is going to be opening up malls and some other things. So, I mean, I think you're right. We're going to get a little bit ahead of it. Our businesses will have one weekend ahead to try to recoup some money, get some cash flow going to try to help.
Mr. Anderson? Okay. Ready to vote?
Wait,
Will the clerk call the roll?
Will
Yes,
the
the
clerk
clerk
call
would
the
call
roll?
the roll.
I'm not joined in by audio, so I can't.
Bob, can you call the roll?
I'll call the roll.
Barry's going to call the roll.
I'm sorry, I blindsided you, Madam Clerk. Okay, all those in favor, indicate, well, let me go down the road. Ms. Condon?
I vote
Yay.
yes.
Yes. Mr. Bush?
I vote yay.
Mr. Danielson?
I vote yay.
Mr. Sickinger?
yay,
Mr. Sickinger? Yay?
correct.
And I vote yes. It's unanimous. Is there a motion for adjournment?
I'll make that motion, Barry. Mayor,
Mr.
Mr.
Kelly?
Mayor.
Mr. Bush made the motion. Is there a second?
I'll
A second.
Mr. Danielson seconded. All in favor, say aye.
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 Mr.
The meeting-
Sickinger, thank you for making it
Meeting's
unanimous.
over. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Leaving the meeting.